A group of young people who deal with daily challenges most of us can only imagine are about to set off on another challenge that would be too much for many people to even consider. They have type 1 or juvenile diabetes, which requires them to inject themselves with insulin several times a day. And as Randy Neal reports, that's going to make their latest fundraising effort, hiking a mountain, all the more difficult.
It's a trip of a lifetime for this group of Lower Mainlanders. Next month, they're hiking Machu Picchu in Peru. But it certainly won't be the toughest thing they've ever done, because for most of their lives, they've lived with type 1 diabetes.
I wear the Animus insulin pump, and it's waterproof, so it's specifically geared for people that are athletic and into water sports in particular. And this is where the insulin comes through here. There's a cartridge that comes through this tube. I still have to think like a pancreas and tell it what to do.
Sandy Struss is the oldest member on this trek. At 37, she's lived with type 1 diabetes for 20 years.
As nervous as I am, I am scared out of my mind, but I'm also super duper excited because I think the message that this particular team sends to other people living with diabetes is so powerful, because I think when somebody has a diagnosis of any kind, they're so afraid about the things they may not be able to do anymore. So I think the message that we really want to send is that as long as you manage your diabetes and you're responsible and proactive about it, there isn't anything that should hold you back from pursuing your biggest dream, whatever that looks like for you.
Out of the 11 team members with diabetes going, 10 are women. They hope to raise $100,000 this trip to find a cure for diabetes, but there are personal challenges as well.
Just because being diagnosed with diabetes since I was 3, it's kind of something that you live with every single day. And doing this trip is it's going to show me that I can do anything, and that to see how my body reacts at such high altitude and how diabetes kind of factors into that.
The altitude really affects pretty much everyone, and the challenges of dealing with that without diabetes are pretty immense. Now you add diabetes, type 1 diabetes in the fold, and you have a whole slew of issues.
It will take 4 days up the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu, but compared to living with juvenile diabetes, the hike will be a walk in the park.
Squires Sports coming up.
Game 7s, we got some fun facts about Game 7s in Stanley Cup Finals. And the Moose are still alive, and BC Lions news as well.
All right, Mike McCardle's also still ahead tonight.